Here's a new book by Peter Bialobrzeski, The Raw and the Cooked. It's pushing the limits of my little flip setup here. Hopefully I'm going to be able to show you a large enough fraction of the book. So the camera is going to be way up and I can't actually see what you see on the screen right now when I'm doing this. But you know, you'll get the idea, hopefully. So this is Peter became well known with this book Neon Tigers, and you might also remember his book Case Study Homes that I reviewed on the blog. So this is photography done in East Asia, and there isn't really much to add to that. It's the newest book, which is I think a compilation of work. Just gonna see what this actually looks like on the screen. I can actually see most of it. Okay, so there's an essay here. Okay. About this for a second. Right. And this is what you get. Of course, the size is not very good for this presentation, but the size of the book is very good for this photography. This is all large format work, as you can easily guess from all the details and the way, you know, the motion blur, the slightly longer exposures. And I think this is what the photographer is quite well known for. I like the visual complexity of a lot of these images. It's just a crazy scene, and to make that work photographically is, I think, rather difficult. I think it works really well. There's an index at the end of the book telling you where each photograph was taken. I don't remember all the locations, but if you're curious, you can look it up. Of course, the contrast between the old and the new is often quite staggering. The way the new is built right next to the old. And then, of course, you add to that all these Western signs, signifiers, whatever you want to call them. It's a really good picture. So this clearly is a book that you really need to see in person, but I thought I'd show this anyway, just to get an idea, that you get an idea of these kinds of books. I have a slight bias towards showing smaller books simply because it's easier and you can see more, but that's also a little unfair. not going to be able to show you the whole book, but you know, you get the idea anyway. But I wanted to just go through the back to the back, and so there's a list of the places here, you know, from the Philippines to India, Indonesia, Bangkok, China, places like that, Singapore, Thailand. So this is the raw and the cooked. It's pretty much in the center of the frame now. A new book out at Haji Khan's. If you get a chance, check it out and get it for your library.